Good evening, family. Don't do that. October 23rd. Title in Brooklyn. Title X in Brooklyn.
This nigga can't even read.
I can't. Hold on. Wait. Stop, man. You fucking me up. Wait.
Shit's getting tense.
Yo, stop, man. Title X in Brooklyn. Lil Wayne, Miss Lauryn Hill, Meek Mill, Anderson .Paak, Cascade, Kodak.
Did he just say Anderson and N-Pack? They're the same person.
Anderson .Paak?
Oh, he said Anderson and
Anderson and Paak.
Anderson .Paak.
Yo, that's what it has, right? Tiana Taylor.
Nah, do you even know who the people are on this?
Lauryn Hill.
He does not know.
Meek Mill. Lil Wayne. Black Thought. The Locks, which I thought they was called D-Block from now on.
Do you know who Sarah is? Do you know who Aaron Ray is?
No, I never heard of him.
Oh my God.
Oh, my God.
Is Jacob Bakes an accountant?
All right.
Hold on. This guy's name is Cautious Clay.
Oh, my gosh.
I know Danny Lee.
All right.
Oh, my God. Anyway.
Danny Lay.
Yeah, Danny Lay, man.
Anyway,
Damn.
Title X Brooklyn event they have finally announced their lineup, which Nas butchered, but don't worry, there's going to be...
Again.
I don't understand how you keep butchering, but whatever.
He said Anderson and Paak.
Yo,
There's no and in there.
what is a period?
Nas is really like the most regular person that just don't like. He just be so
I thought-
absent-minded to just.
I thought
shit.
he was literally going to say Anderson, period. Like,
Yeah. Nas, you can put your phone down. We all know that you're not reading.
but anyway, Title has an event, Title X Brooklyn, as you know.
Yeah.
Their lineup was announced. We're going to put the lineup up as a graphic, obviously, because Nas just fucks the whole shit up.
Yeah.
So you can see who's there. If you want to get more information and get more tickets, go to tidal.com/Brooklyn. We actually may be up in there.
We may be in them streets.
We may be in them streets, so you'll be able to kind of, come with us, chill with us, listen to some music. Hopefully, Lauren arrives.
Don't chill with me. Don't chill with me.
Hopefully, Lauren arrives. You think she'll come like 3 years later?
I hope she does come. Pause.
Miss Lauryn Hill.
Huh?
Miss Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Miss, yeah, 'cause
if
she
she
be
shows
missing
up, she be missing.
everything.
Don't do that, man. Miss Lauryn.
Listen, it's just, I'm surprised that they put her on the bill because you just never know these days. So I'm hoping that
Miss Lauryn Hill, possibly.
Yeah. So
Maybe.
there's a lot of ground to cover today.
Yes.
A lot to discuss.
Oh man.
Wilson's back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's back from vacay.
Wilson is back from vacay.
Hello.
How was Hawaii?
It was cool.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to bore you guys with all my successes and adventures.
This guy.
Oh my God. Why do fans miss him? I don't get it.
I don't know. They've constantly asking us where you are. I just say vacay.
I said we fired you.
He's been helping Yeezy with his PR.
Oh man. Yeah.
All good answers.
All right, so let's start.
Yes.
I want to get right to it. Did y'all know that LeBron and Drake had a bromance? I'm asking this is a legitimate question. I didn't know.
I mean, let me sit like LeBron.
I'm
Like,
not
I-
Let me sit like LeBron.
I knew they were cool. I knew they were cool.
You could never, ever do anything to disappoint me.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Drake's response was real awkward.
Yeah,
Like
that
how he
he was
started
hurt.
stuttering. He was stuttering for too long.
Yeah,
he was hurt.
He's like,
you-
I was worried.
All right, so,
I know.
So let's break this down. Let's break this down because there's a lot of things to break down here.
I
Number
know.
one, Drake's. Well, first off, I just want to go to just some things I've noticed. Right.
Yep.
I love the show, and I can't say I love the show. It's only 2 episodes, so I love what they've put out thus far.
Yeah.
The hype beast.
I do think that if it's going to be in the barbershop, you can't walk into the barbershop with your line already tight, if that makes sense.
Or one person getting a
sit in
haircut.
like Draymond's hairline was like crisp, and then they could put the thing on, and he doesn't really need it, but I'm rolling. 2, some of those cuts were a little weird. The cuts were a little weird, especially getting to Drake's part.
He was hurt.
Drake was hurt.
Yeezy hurt him.
Like,
Felt PR-ish.
yeah, a little PR-ish. That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna. It feels very contrived. Felt a little contrived, but I do buy into Drake being upset. I bought into that.
He's upset.
Like, it's an elaborate story. Yo, I fuck with you. Let's make music. I want to see you grow.
I want to be
br-
Quincy Jones.
Yeah, I want to be Quincy Jones, and you're Michael. I bring you to my studio. I get there. I'm only working on nothing but your music. You then play Father Lift Your Hands for me. I fall in love with the record. You say, yo, it's yours.
Although it's Lift Yourself.
Lift Yourself, whatever the record is.
Get it correct, but I got you.
After all of that, you couldn't even get the lines ready in the beginning of the fucking thing. You can't learn how to say Anderson .Paak before you come at me.
Check yourself.
Doing all of that though, you then find out that you've been had, hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok,
led astray.
But I found that kind of strange though, because like the Kanye problems have been going on for years. So isn't this kind of like a fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me kind of thing?
Well, yeah, that's my thing. I will say this has been happening for quite some time. I know personally because I spoke to Drake. So I do know, and that's not a joke. That's a dead serious sentence. That's been happening.
None of us laughed.
That's oh no, I'm just saying.
Stunned, yeah. Stunned.
No. That wasn't stunning on you. I was stunning on the listeners, to be honest. I wanted to pop my collar really quickly. But no, all jokes aside, it's been a thing for a minute. I know that, but that was apparent to me. You felt the way years ago. When did I have this conversation with Drake? What was this?
2012?
12 or 13.
Okay.
12 or 13. Somewhere around there. You've had this issue for mad long. Why are you still trusting him? Like, why are you still...
He wants to be friends.
Why are you still trying to be in that circumference of people that are just doing you dirty? I don't get it. I think
I got the answer.
All right. And
Go for it.
then I already know where Aaron's about to go.
Well, I got a few.
But before you go there, so then hold on, let me look at something else that I wanted to bring up. Oh, okay. So this is the other thing that I noticed, right? Mm-hmm. Which was apparent to me. As he's talking about the whole Drake shit, when he was talking about the Pusha shit, you can. Did anybody else find it was weird that he didn't care that he spoke about his parents? He didn't care that he spoke about his kid. He didn't care that he spoke about things that should naturally matter to you, but you get mad at the 40 shit?
Well, that was even weirder to me because even before that, Drake did a diss to Kid Cudi about mental health, and he was saying like, you can't go after people who are defenseless, and there's a price to pay. And I'm just like, but Drake, like, although like he had a physical disability, mental health can be considered a disability in a sense. So what's the price that you paid?
Well, Drake, he kind of drew a line at death. That was his problem. Like, his friend could really die. Like,
why is that funny to you?
I know, but I was just saying that's a little bit far. Look, Nas, I can't choose what tickles my fancy. Okay.
Oh my gosh! But I mean, just even going to that, like Kid Cudi was suicidal.
Yeah.
He didn't do it though.
So here's here's my thing.
Wait, did you see that?
I
wanted to bake a pie. Shit don't make me a chef if I didn't do it.
I don't get it.
To bake a pie, you're not a chef.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's fine.
You're a baker.
How suicidal are you if you don't do it?
First of all, the second you just said chefs bake pie was null void because it's a fucking baker.
Well, put it this way: if I, all right, I'm not gonna go.
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
far down.
What kind of food are you gonna use?
All right.
Is it apple pie? Is it cherry pie? What pie is it?
If I never bake a pie, is it fair for somebody to call me chefable? No,
First of
I'm
all,
not cooking anything.
Why do you keep using chef? I just said baker.
I'm just doing an example.
Oh my gosh.
It's a metaphor.
This guy's fucking Dwight Schrute.
Yeah, he's definitely Dwight Schrute. All right, so nevertheless, the other thing that was really weird to me, and well, not weird, but you could tell again that Drake was really, really hurt when him and LeBron have this weird exchange of, yo, I mean, the first person I reached out to was LeBron because I didn't want to let him down, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't let him down with not replying. And then, but it was like it was like a father-son moment because then he fucking Drake goes to say something. He's like, yeah, he told me, like, and then LeBron was like, what I told you. What I told you. Like, he looked at him like he was a child.
Like a little brother.
Yeah, like he said, what I told you.
All my sons.
And what did I tell you?
You got it wrong.
You could never let me down.
What I told him
Never.
was. What I told him. What?
So I just thought it was interesting. I really did.
Yeah, but do you also think it was interesting how he was saying how he contacted LeBron first about that, but when it came to like other things, he contacted Kanye first?
Yeah, but that's why it's weird to me. Like, even throughout all of Drake's beefs, Drake has gone for the kill. Like if we keeping it a buck, he didn't have no mercy for Meek.
Yeah.
He didn't have no mercy for a number of people.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that.
Because he likes Yeezy. He wants to be approved by Yeezy because he probably looked up to him because Yeezy put in a lot of work.
But didn't Kanye like a couple of years ago said that the only person he's competing with is Drake?
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, and I think,
And it's kind of like it's the concept of art of war. You keep your enemies closer.
Yeah.
I think that Drake seeks the approval of Kanye because he looked up to Kanye, from the college dropout and on.
Mm-hmm.
I think he looks at LeBron as an older brother.
Mm-hmm.
And what I picked up when I was watching that interview was Drake's body language.
Mm-hmm.
He never made direct eye contact most of the time.
Yeah.
He's looking up and it's like, all right, I got to censor myself.
Well, that it was that,
Yeah.
but I also do. If you're reading in between the lines, you can see he's picking and choosing his words very, very carefully, and there were some edits there.
Oh yeah. Listen, he starts off at one point saying that the best storytelling is about perseverance, and then he goes on to talk about things about him persevering through this situation with Kanye.
Yeah.
Like Drake and Chance the Rapper are really good with staying in that good guy lane. They utilize their words in specific ways so that people don't focus on some of the core issues with what they're talking about, and they kind of look at certain things. Like if you paid attention. Even when Drake was addressing the Kanye situation, and he was addressing the situation with his baby mama and his mom and his dad, he addresses it in a way where the words and the way that he speaks on these matters are relatable to people like you and I.
Yeah.
So it's easier for people to sympathize with him. Like he's like, I was planning on, basically having family with Rihanna, and shit just went south, and then had this, and then
Well, no, he didn't say that. What he was saying was with the whole Rihanna shit, he was like, people have these expectations of you that you're supposed to.
He wants to settle down with Rihanna.
I'm just telling you what Drake said. Drizzy didn't say that. He was only saying, hey, people have these expectations. The perfect couple from afar would be a Drake and Rihanna, and because he didn't have this quote unquote fairy tale,
you could have picked any woman you wanted.
But I mean, if I'm keeping it a buck, he can't pick Beyonce. He's got to pick Rihanna. Like, who else are you gonna pick?
Well, didn't he have a little crush on Nicki?
Nah, I don't think that was ever like.
I don't know what that was, but anyway. But like I said, Drake is really good with storytelling, because there were even some contextual things that I just thought were really weird, and obviously could have been edited, but I also think it's a combo of him just utilizing his words. Like even the way that he was talking about his baby mama situation, I feel like in a certain instance, like I can understand why he's hurt. And I get that. And I agree. Like, I did felt that he was hurt, and there is truth. He's at least telling his truth, right?
Yeah.
But I also think that there was contextual things where he wasn't being accountable for certain things that he was talking about.
Yep.
It was, I wouldn't call it like him being a victim, but he was kind of negating the fact that he had certain responsibilities or certain accountabilities with the beef with Pusha and just other things that occurred. He kind of just made it seem like it was just them.
Yeah.
It was them, and I felt hurt. It was them, like,
They
and
were
even like,
picking on
and
me.
even like with the thing with his baby mama, like, dog, just get some accountability. Just say you did it wrong. Like, come on, like.
Nut up, buttercup.
And but even with all of that though, I align with him when he talked about, damn, like I had to go to my mom. I was kind of embarrassed about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot. Like especially when your mom, because everybody knows how your mom's like. Your mom is like, yo. There's always that one girl where your mom is like, yo, you should have ended up where you fucked up.
Yeah.
So then for you to go and knock up random Joe Smo that your mom don't even
Joe?
know.
Schmo?
Oh come on.
Jane Maine.
Yeah, Jane Doe.
That don't even sound good.
It's
even to do that, that's got to be a tough conversation to have.
Oh no, it is, and I think we can all relate to that because we all dated someone at one point that our parents didn't approve of.
Yeah.
But you still are.
Sorry. No, sorry. I'm sorry. Yo. Is anybody else bothered by Drake referring to himself as a single father? Nobody's bothered by that. That's
Guess
not
what?
a little weird.
Selective wording and selective vulnerability.
He called himself a single father as though she's not involved.
Well, this was my thing. This is
I have another thing after you get to your thing.
I'm going to put on my theory hat, right? I do know that him and this girl have been having issues.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do think that was this is the start of hey, let me build the case.
Okay.
let me start to just put some things out here just in case you try to act crazy.
Yeah.
This is out here. I'm having some issues.
Here was what I was wondering.
Yeah.
When they conceived, was Drake in the right mind state to consent? Because he sounds like a person that. Why was he saying like, "Oh, I don't want the world to be mad at her," or anything like that?
Well, no. I think that was just one of those things where it's one of those the good guy
He's trying to protect her because of her occupation.
he's trying to say, yo, I could easily go and make a bunch of records. I can easily go and create this facade because I have a huge audience. So I could kill you. I can assassinate your character. I can do a number of things to you, but I don't want to do that because I do want our kid to look at you and have respect for you. I do want our kid to know that, hey, it didn't work out, but I have respect for your mom. Like I want this whole co-parenting thing to work.
Drake is masterful with his words.
Yeah,
and he's even masterful with the level of vulnerability and openness. Like, it's... honestly, it's so interesting to watch because I'm not sitting here saying whether he's a good guy or a bad guy, but like if you just really just read in between the lines and just listen to what he's saying in certain, like I said, certain context, like he's painting a really great story in the sense of like for his image and
Sounds
the good guy,
right?
and it just all sounds so good, and I'm just like,
I don't believe that shit.
Well, the other thing I factor in too, I don't think that he thinks Kanye is in the right state of mind to even give an accurate depiction of what happened between them. His mind is all over the place.
well, unless Pusha jumps in and says something.
He's also a genius.
I think the Pusha shit is a separate issue though.
He's not, but I heard you.
I think the Pusha shit is a whole separate issue. Like
Yeah.
that's why like you can see the disdain in his face when he's talking about Kanye and then talking about Pusha.
He talking real greasy.
That's
was
my
talking
point.
super greasy
When
about
when he's talking about Kanye, it's a little bit more emotional. It's a little bit more. You can see where he was hurt. He was hurt by it.
Oh no, of course.
When it segues to the push, he's like, oh no. Like he sits up. Like, fam, someone's gonna punch you in the face. Like he's talking that
Fucking
shit.
face.
Yeah, like
in your fucking face.
Yeah.
I want to know how greasy he was talking on that record.
well, that I want to know that, and I also want to know what did they edit out of that clip?
Oh, edit out the interview.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
I want to. Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see the string out.
Yeah,
I just wanna see the whole
I'm
thing.
hoping that leaks. You can't tell me that was just a concise conversation
No, at all.
That just happened. That pieces weren't moved around and things like that. That conversation wasn't full.
It flowed well though.
It flowed great, but it
from a content standpoint, that shit was golden.
Content wise, golden. But that conversation was incomplete.
It just seemed like there was just missing pieces.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
missing
definitely.
pieces, missing context.
Definitely.
Well,
But yo, Pusha coming in. Yo, he's so petty.
You gotta laugh at Pusha being petty. I think it's great. I do. I really, really
Somebody
do.
tell you gonna punch you in your fucking face. Come on, dog. Let's
Yeah,
be
but
for
then
real.
what was the I think what was some shit? Some fan posted some shit like, "Yo, some shit about the MS shit really hurt or something," and he went under the kid's picture and put laughing emojis and shit. Like, I'm like, Push is this savage, yo.
You don't
Talking
not
real
care.
greasy.
This beef ain't gonna be over for a while.
No, because like even if whether you indirectly or directly utilize certain family members on a diss track, that still is disrespectful in the eyes of an artist or a rapper.
Of the beholder?
It is of what?
Of the beholder? You get eyes of the what?
Oh, he got.
No, but there, I
he
said
gets the
there's
pass. But last week I got murdered for correcting you, right? All right,
But that wasn't a correction.
all right. No, go ahead, finish. E.
no, because I was on my bag tip, and you know I was dropping some gems. It
Yeah.
wasn't some like
Yeah.
funny shit.
Yeah.
And you just interrupted
And you
me.
did it.
You could have just waited.
Yeah.
All right, my fault.
Why don't you get the strap then? Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
everybody calm down. Yo, also, nobody was bothered by LeBron's hair just being fucking immaculate.
He said he doesn't.
No,
have,
no.
He said he doesn't have room for him.
Nigga had
he
waves
just said it.
everywhere.
Yeah, but the thing is, he did say though. He said, "Yo, I keep my shit crisp because I can't afford to have a bad thing." He's like, it'll take one bad
No.
angle and my shit be looking crazy.
Well, yeah, his shit'll be looking crazy, but
Yeah.
everybody's fine with just
We all
wavy
know what
LeBron.
he's doing.
We all know what he's working with. That ain't
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
We
And
see
nigga was
it
also
every
talking about
time,
pink
every
lotion.
game
I
he
like
plays.
pink lotion.
Yeah, I fuck with.
Pink lotion was the fucking
Yeah, I
shit.
can't understand that. When I had hair and waves and shit,
Brandon's
pink,
gonna say he
pink-
fucks with pink lotion.
I did fuck with pink lotion. I did fuck with pink lotion. Yo, Nas be acting like his hairline is intact. Yo, I think it's great. Yo, his hairline is not intact, my nigga. Your hairline is not intact.
Wait, which episode did? Well, there's a video episode where he definitely was showing the
Yeah,
hairline.
he showed his hairline
We
one
have to go
episode.
back to that.
One episode, and it just happened to be mad black. Like,
Who, Nas?
yeah.
Nas, you use Beijing?
Yeah.
Yo, Wilson,
Got a
you know,
Beijing hairline.
I know you don't.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck all y'all.
Got a nerve.
Tell
All right.
Brandon,
Yo, but hold on.
I fuck with pink lotion.
Before we do get off the topic, though, how y'all feel about Breezy's appearance on the Drake shit on the tour?
I didn't see it, but that's fire.
Breezy.
I think it is genuine and strategic.
It's both.
I think it's both. I think that like right now, especially if you're trying to get at Kanye, it's the perfect time where everyone's gonna be on your side.
Yeah.
It's like, let me like drop the beef with whoever else, and let's all come together and fucking like Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And be anti Kanye right now.
Which I will say, Drake also did tell me in that same conversation before that Chris Brown was one of the other people that he really had an issue with. I will say that.
I mean, yeah, it's got Rihanna ties, of course.
Yeah. Well, it was deeper than Rihanna ties. It's
Well,
way deeper.
surface level at least.
Yeah, surface level is definitely.
Rihanna got all these men acting crazy out here.
I'm not mad at it.
She must have
She got a gift. She
Yeah,
got something.
she got something.
She
She
got
must have
some
platinum in
gift
there.
down here.
You got that glow. Got something. All right, so off that bullshit, let's get into some albums that came out.
Skip.
It's Quavo, Honcho. How we feeling? Yeah,
That's a solid 5.
yeah. Do you guys want to hear my hot take?
Sure.
I've been holding this for quite some time.
Really?
Yes.
How long?
More than anything in the world, Brandon.
I sense your sarcasm, asshole. Nevertheless, so now I can tell you guys my whole insider information about the 7-song concept and how this all came about.
Wait, we gotta drop a beat. Dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun.
I feel like we should have a campfire.
Fury. Yo, I dead ass need Brit to just like edit
Yeah,
where the
Fury
Fury
edit
just
it.
pops up.
So this is what happened. So QC and the good people over there, the original plan for the 7-song concept
You
came
almost said
from
for the
them.
threesome?
No. I was gonna say for the I'm thinking of Three Migos or whatever, but the Migos. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, they were originally supposed to drop every Friday in that same order. Kanye found out about it and stole the idea, and then
Like the
started
great ones do.
and then started releasing. So I say that to say that again, more projects from QC will be coming out, solo projects. Quavo, all of them have solo projects, and they're coming.
Any concept?
Cardi B will be dropping a single very soon.
Any concept?
Huh?
Is there a concept
Well,
behind what they're doing?
I can't see them doing the same concept.
Well, no,
of-
not
of
the same one,
I don't know. I didn't get that far in my insider information, but that is where Kanye's shit came into play, and that's why Drake said, "Yo, I just thought we were just creating music, and then you come with all these weird dates. I didn't understand where all these dates came from."
But they said
That's-
that after he told him about his Scorpion release. date.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that's why Kanye sped up his timeline. That's why.
And he
Because he
clearly
had
rushed
he
Rihanna's
had to
album.
get ahead of the August release because QC, all those good people over there, they were supposed to release in August, top of August. It was supposed to be their month. Kanye had to get away from get ahead of that, and somehow steer the ship and derail Drake. So what does he do? There goes the 7-song concepts, and that's why
Kanye
they came
West,
out.
He might be the industry's Ric Flair.
Yo,
He's the dirtiest player in the game.
I ain't gonna lie.
He's the dirtiest.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. And y'all saw that tweet that Pink put out like 5 years ago or some shit where she said he's the worst piece of shit ever in life. Y'all saw that? Y'all saw that tweet?
Yes, sir, Pink.
Yeah.
So
Remember
I
when
mean,
Pink did black music?
Yeah, remember that? It's crazy.
She hated it.
All right, so I finally wanted to let that out. I've been holding that in for so long, and there's a little bit more that I'll share later on as this unfolds. But just remember, like I said, Cardi B is releasing a single soon.
Not surprised.
You're gonna see all of the Migos. They all are dropping solo projects, and there's another artist on there.
Yachty too.
I didn't hear Yachty. There was another artist. There was an artist that I heard, and I can't remember the name.
Oh, I think they nearly signed someone.
Yeah, it's somebody. It's somebody new.
What about? Oh my God, City Girls. Is the one? There's one girl. She got locked up for, I think, like fraud.
It's a guy.
Oh, it's a guy.
Yeah, it's a guy.
Who are these people?
All right, never mind.
Are we going to go deeper into Quavo's album?
Yeah.
Skip.
Because I have a question about Quavo's album.
If I'm being honest, it wasn't for me. I did listen to it. It's just not for me.
But Wilson does have a nice theory on the lyrics.
Let me know when you guys get to the Nicki part.
Well, yeah, I want to just get straight into that, like, because we all. I don't want to cut y'all. Did y'all like?
I have no desire to talk about that album.
It didn't feel like it was a distinct difference between Quavo and like Quavo with Migos. It just didn't feel like it was a difference.
Yeah, I didn't.
And like the song's just really like.
It wasn't wild to me.
It's on the verses.
Yeah,
like
it wasn't
Soda
wild
Pop.
to me. Yeah,
like,
it wasn't
what?
wild to me.
Pop.
It wasn't wild to me.
Soda Pop.
I want to hear your theory. What's your theory?
Son, it was correct. Why the fuck do you keep correcting us? There was Soda Pop in it.
I was just adding. I wasn't trying to correct.
You should have kept the heater on you.
Like, dog, you could just be like fucking like. Oh my gosh!
I was adding. I wasn't trying to.
Erin, you know, I have a theory. I think every week Naz comes in to fuck with one of us. I do think that.
He really does.
I'm certain of it.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, I'm certain of it. I'm certain of it. What's your theory?
Well, it's not. It's more so a question. Well, with the Nicki song,
Yeah.
crazy disrespectful.
Yeah.
Right. Migos and the Drake. I said the Drake.
And the
'cause they're
Drake.
The Migos. So
The Drake.
The Migos
You
and
gonna get on
Drake.
him? Hold on. You gonna get on him?
Hold on.
Nah, because he ain't
Hold on,
telling
let
us
me get on
pop
my shit.
Soda Pop.
And we were trying to until you interrupted.
Hold on.
He lets us roll.
So yeah, so they're supposed to like do like an album or like a mixtape or whatever, like after the tour.
How's
The
it-
song after he disses Nicki,
Drake is on.
Drake is on the next joint.
Yeah.
So does that not leave a question for Drake or an ultimatum? Do you still? Who you riding for, Drake?
Hold on, this is my only thing.
Who's your team, Drake?
You have deniability. Artists don't know
Nah,
when
you
an
can't do
album.
that.
Artists do not know a complete body of work. When artists are collaborating, you're not hearing what the artist that you're
Is Nicki
collaborating
his
with.
family?
You just
That-
know that single.
Yeah,
Is
you only
Nicki
know the
his
record.
family, Young Money.
If I'm being honest, I don't even know if that's the case. I can make a theory that maybe they have friction. He's made up. I mean, he's made up with Meek.
He just sampled her on his last album.
What difference does that make? What I'm saying is I didn't see any real support of Nicki's album when it came out. I didn't see him and Meek are cool again. I could make an argument that they could have friction. I could. I don't think that it's accurate. I could
Plausible.
do that though.
Nicki and Drake.
Yeah, I could. You don't see much interaction with them. Do you not notice that? There's very minimal interaction with them. Very little engagement with them.
Well, it also could be Drake just positioning himself because of what Nicki's doing.
Yeah, it could be
he's
that
just like,
too.
let me move to the side. Because now, like, Quavo's allegedly coming at her.
Yeah.
Because you have Cardi B is in the family now.
Yeah.
You got to protect your own.
Do y'all think Quavo does ad-libs during sex with Nicki?
You think she's singing? You think she's singing in vocals? You think she has a hook? You think he has ad-libs and she got a singing hook?
Mama. They
it.
just going in.
And then she's like, do it another time.
Yeah.
Again.
I hate
again.
Nicki singing.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
do.
worst singing
Yeah.
on the worst
Yeah.
part of her album.
I'm rolling with you. I never like her singing. I
Yo,
really
wish
don't.
they could see Wilson.
Hit it again, hit it again.
I really don't.
Hit it again. Hit it again.
Yeah, you're so stupid. You guys.
I think he definitely does ad-libs during sex, by the way.
That would be really
definitely
weird.
does.
Do you think they recite verses to each other? What do you think about these 16
Absolutely.
bars?
I think Travis Scott has sex with auto-tune. There's no way he doesn't.
Definitely. Do you think 6ix9ine like keeps all of his jewelry on? when he has sex?
Absolutely.
You have to,
he's
right?
a creep.
Probably.
Like that.
Absolutely.
You have to. You have to.
Those teeth,
Yeah.
gotta do it. And rap about it. I'm
And
surprised
rap,
he hasn't.
and rap about it. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to rap about it. It's not real. It didn't happen if you didn't rap about
And
it.
he's definitely
I'll do it.
smiling the whole time because he's trying to show them pearly whites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he could be yelling during the sex. I got the blicky with it. Like, that's a wild situation.
I hate
if
that
that's out.
stupid
do it.
dance. That's that stupid dance.
Yeah.
That's retarded.
The stupid dance. Yeah.
Y'all so stupid.
I hate that.
All right.
Fucking grown ass.
Who else we got? LMA?
Yo, the album was dope.
LMA. What are we thinking?
I liked it.
I thought it was cool. I did feel it was rushed. That's just me. I
understandable.
don't really think that it was. I don't know if it really flowed well for me.
Well, I mean, when you got Jacquees on you,
Well,
you gotta get your shit
Gotta
out.
get that shit off, right?
Yo, he did a doper version, like
He did. He definitely did.
And then I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw graphics where like the title songs were blurred out.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was
Why
hilarious.
she block him?
Because he might steal them.
Well, because you already, all right, when you're an artist and you're trying to break a record, you already got somebody that really does the records better. Like, I'm going to feel away too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going to keep letting you into my content so you could just steal my shit.
The promo cover is just a blurred
It's
cover.
just a blur. It's just word cropped out her face and everything, put his head on the fucking body. So I feel it. I'm not mad at that. Like, it's, it's competitive. It's,
But
it's what it is.
is that entirely a bad thing?
It's not. The best form of flattery is, you know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. But in the same token, I could see how, especially I think she did communicate like, hey, yo, fam, like
Cut the shit out.
cut your shit. Like I'm trying to work this record, and he doing YouTube vids.
Yo, someone
he
posted.
did it again after
Someone
that?
Yeah.
That's a violation.
Yeah.
I saw on Twitter someone posted on Pornhub.
Wait, what?
Someone posted Jacquees' version on Pornhub
Why
Yeah,
did they do
stupid.
that?
because they can't take it down.
Yeah, you can't take it down.
Oh.
It's a dirty move for a dirty
I
platform.
thought that we were going to slip into sex tapes at some point.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We're not talking about that? All right.
No.
I wish they could see.
No.
We can't go into that?
You can't
All
give
right.
him alcohol. You can't, yeah. All
I
right,
don't drink.
We have Belly's album. How we feeling?
I liked it.
Belly's
Yo,
album. Me and you were talking about this. Belly is the industry's best kept fucking secret, yo. Like, Belly makes really, 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 really good music.
as a songwriter, as an artist, like he has, like his lines are so dope, but the overall creation of the songs and production, like it's like a song. It's like
he paints pictures, yo.
it,
Like,
and
Now-
he makes tracks that you would actually listen to for those who aren't into the lyrics. They can still
Yeah.
vibe with it, you
Yeah,
know?
like-
I did enjoy the joint with Weekend.
yeah, like his music is just really,
Immigrant,
really dope.
too.
Immigrant is
I
fire. For me,
fucking love Immigrant.
Immigrant is really, really super.
Can
dope.
I ask you guys a question? Because, like, admittedly, I'm not familiar with his catalog.
Yeah.
I try to prepare for the content for the podcast, be professional. I listened to a few of the tracks off of Immigrant,
Yes.
and I don't know, because you just now mentioned he's a writer, so he writes for other people.
It's songwriter, yeah.
I felt like I didn't
I know
like
what you're
hear
gonna say.
him
I knew you were gonna say that.
in those songs. Like, I felt like anybody could have said those songs.
That's the reason why I keep saying he's the
Educate
best
me,
kept
Brandon.
secret is because he writes for so many people that it's like you would think that it's not him, but it is him. You get what I'm saying? Like he's really, really talented.
And then on
Yeah.
top of that, like I spoke with Gashi and another artist, and Gashi was saying how like now like you could be great with the pen, but you got to dumb stuff down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, facts.
So for him to even show even hints of his pen ability, but still make songs that anyone can listen to.
Now, I'm not judging the dude. I just felt like there was a lack of personality. For me.
You know what he? You
I
know
felt
what
like I
it
didn't
is?
get it.
When I first got put on the Belly, I thought that, right, or I got that sense. As you listen to him, he really gives me like a Ross vibe. Like he has a certain. The reason why I say Ross, he has a certain. Like you know what you're getting when you listen to a Ross project. I feel the same way about Belly. You know that you're just gonna get a good body of work, clean, that you could either chill to, you could, you know what I'm saying? Like he has a certain vibe with him.
But the thing is, though, with Ross has a very different voice. Different voice. He has his ad libs. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll give it to you.
Wait.
Can
it again?
Can you do it again?
Pause.
Do it again.
No.
I thought he was clearing his throat.
I didn't know what the fuck.
I don't like what you're doing with it.
That nigga's like, I don't know what the hell that was.
All right, guys. I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like this new room.
No, but like
we've
even
changed since
too
you've
many
been
books.
gone.
I've gone to like a music listening event for him, and he's not like someone who's like super out there, super massive personality. It's kind of just, it seems kind of like it was just more like the laid back, cool vibes,
Yeah.
which
But
is
how
similar
many
to like what
laid-back,
even
cool
Ross
niggas do we
does.
need? How many laid back, cool niggas do we need?
Well, now there's some that are laid back cool because they're just on drugs.
Well, that's the other thing too.
And I hate to bring Kanye into this.
Of
No,
course,
you wouldn't.
Kanye's
No,
not laid
I
back
loathe
cool.
it. I loathe bringing Kanye into
course,
this.
Yo,
of course.
I'm
Yeah, drop
done
a
with this
line like,
convo.
He has
you
on
got a
Yeezys right now.
stepsister, you would.
Oh,
I got 4 of them. Like, that's a raw line. Like, that's like personality. It's crazy. With Belly's album, I just heard. Don't get me wrong. I heard some stuff where it was like, oh, that's cool, but anybody could have said that.
Doesn't that make him a good songwriter?
I
though?
just want to be clear.
No,
So
he's a good songwriter, but a good artist.
But isn't having the relatable factor important for music now?
It's relatable.
Because if you have lines that are going over the heads of people, it's not going to connect us well. Just
so,
be-
tell me
cannabis.
tell me what his signature is.
what his signature is?
Mm-hmm.
He is able to implement his songwriting penmanship in a way that it showcases how far it can go, but then also he has it so that he knows how to put together a song in a very good, like, well packaged way.
He's a good
kind
songwriter.
of like no, there are people that know how to are good with the pen.
Mm-hmm.
There are people that are really good with picking production, and there are small number of people that can do everything in a very well packaged way.
Yeah.
Belly can do it in a very well packaged way.
You know what he is? He's a tattoo artist that could draw anything, but he doesn't have a signature as a tattoo artist. He's not Mr. Cartoon, if you know what I mean. If that makes sense.
I
Like, he
don't
doesn't
know.
have like that
makes
signature.
sense. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you saying like Jada Kiss's ad lib, like that type of signature?
Like Jada Kiss has his voice.
That's what I'm saying. That's something.
Yeah, I'm doing ad libs today.
All right.
I came through with a bag of tricks today. Okay? So I need like a signature, not a signature ad lib per se. But he called the album Immigrant. I didn't make it all the way through.
Well, you didn't make it all the way through the project?
Can you guys tell me, just name something where it was like, yo, I know who Belly is and what he meant on this album. What did he mean?
well,
I mean,
he's a minority,
yeah,
so
the album
and
is Well, I was gonna say the album is
Oh.
primarily about him being an immigrant, his struggles, him being outcast, and him trying to make it just in America as a whole, and
I
then
thought he was
him
from Toronto.
and then him elevating.
I'm not an immigrant. I'm trying to make
Well,
it in
he can still
America.
be an immigrant.
This shit is tough.
Oh my
Said
god!
trying to make it in America. I mean, are we considering everything?
well, Meek Mill does talk about making it in America.
Yeah, he's
but
making it- he's
to
saying
make-
just in general.
Did you
to
feel the
make-
difference
to make it
between
into
when
where-
Meek Mill came on that song? You could hear it was like a different room. On that one song, I got to that song. When Meek Mill came on, it was like, yo, this shit.
But
It's
then
different.
You also have to factor in that Meek has already now, when you have an upper echelon artist like a Meek or like a The Weeknd, they've already established themselves as that sound, that voice. So of course, distinctively speaking, once you hear it, you know what it is. Belly is still in the phase of developing his sound and developing his artistry to where you'll be able to hear him. Once the radio turns on or whatever you choose to listen to. So he's still in the building blocks, but he for me is one of those artists that I think is he should be a little bit higher on the totem pole because of how talented
For
he is.
me, he's dope. He just got to make me believe him. I just got to
Okay.
believe him. Like when Meek come on, he talks his shit. I believe him.
Yeah.
Oh, you had 2 girls in the club? Meek, you had that.
I don't know.
I can tell
I've
by
been
your voice.
had that.
You
I
had
don't know.
that shit.
I've been listening. I've been sold on Belly a while ago. Like
Yeah.
I've been listening to his
He's like 4
music
albums in,
recently.
Mm-hmm.
He got,
Yeah, that's
he
why I
got
said
a
I'm
few
unfamiliar with his
projects in,
catalog.
Yeah, you
He's
gotta-
dope though.
Yeah,
You gotta-
listen
you gotta
listen
listen.
to listen to some of the other ones. Like you'll start to understand why he is so underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Fire.
and it's very possible because he doesn't have that outlandish personality that it hasn't caught on to some people who aren't even taking the time to really listen into the catalog. But his catalog speaks for itself.
Yeah, it definitely
And I don't
does.
usually, I'm not, I am not a hype beast. I don't be out here saying like someone is so underrated, but he is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. That's the part that bothers me the most. Is the music's good, but it's like I can't get it. I can't attach to this artist.
Yeah. I get it.
To each his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about Usher's album?
Oh, you weren't gonna correct me?
Was they
I just want to make sure.
with
It's coming.
with Zaytoven? How are we feeling about this shit?
The Usher sounds like a 40-year-old man trying to hold on
Yeah.
and make young people songs.
Let me-
Still trying to
we
hold on to
talking
that
about
hair.
Yeah, Usher.
Did you hear Usher's project?
Did you hear it?
I heard some of it. I skimmed through it.
What did you think?
I thought it was okay,
See?
but I'm gonna show some respect.
I'm not gonna show any respect. That album is trash.
Trash.
It's trash.
I wouldn't say it's trash.
It's trash. It's trash.
So it's a solid
It's-
6.
Are we always gonna hold Usher to the standards of Confessions?
Yeah.
We're always gonna hold this.
That's
standard.
a high standard.
All right, the same way you hold Michael Jackson and Thriller, the same way you hold Justin Timberlake to fucking anything else. You have to.
Didn't I call Unbreakable trash and you all fought me on that?
I wouldn't
No.
put. I
Was
wouldn't
it
put
Unbreakable
Justin
or-
Timberlake in that group of
It
names.
was
Same
Unbreakable.
album?
It was Unbreakable, but I didn't think Unbreakable was trash.
And Michael Jackson
This
definitely
is-
had hits.
No,
This-
somebody in the
that's
comments
real.
corrected us. It wasn't Unbreakable,
Yeah,
was it?
it was that. Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
what
they
album
corrected. Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
they're talking about.
All I'm saying is
It's all good.
this matchup between him and
No.
Usher need to go
Make adult music.
Usher doesn't have to make music anymore.
yeah, or
He
go
doesn't.
or go back
Facts.
to Chili. I know she just wished you a
had
happy
Confessions,
birthday.
which
Like,
is hands down one of the top R&B projects ever. I'm gonna say ever because
Yeah,
it was fucking amazing from start to
You're
finish.
100% right, Aaron.
Then
Yeah.
Straight up.
he was associated and part of Justin Bieber coming to the light.
yeah.
Like Usher has a lot of different successes. He does not need to make music. It's okay. Like I feel like it's like that thing where even for athletes, it's like it's something that's such a part of their identity that they just want to hold on for so long.
Yeah.
It's okay to let it go. Like no one's gonna think anything different of Usher. It's
I ain't
okay
gonna
to let
lie.
go.
Yeah, Usher is teetering on fam. You starting to tarnish your shit. You starting to tarnish.
Over this Zaytoven thing?
No, think about the last project he put out,
I can't remember.
which is my point.
Okay, the last project I think was bad, but it's the one before, like.
And the one before it wasn't all that great. Here I Stand or whatever. What's the name of Here I Stand? I think.
Hold
it is?
on.
Is that the one where like
Oh,
his
that's
face
the
is
one
turning
where,
into ash?
I don't know the words, but you know what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fire.
And Britt over here jamming this shit.
That shit was fire.
Yo, Brit Deadass probably knows which song it is.
Yo,
too.
yeah, that album was cool.
All right, so
Yo, could we
it's-
Shazam his
It's the one where he
voice?
first grew his hair out.
All right,
Going nowhere fast.
yeah.
That's the words, though.
So
Put 'em together.
it's hard to love. Oh yeah, the hard to love shit.
Euphoria.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's my shit.
Was Moving Mountains on that?
No. Here I
Yeah.
Stand has Moving Mountain. Moving
Both
Mountain's
fire
records.
after Confessions. Those two songs.
Well,
at
if I'm
least.
looking at it, it's
Climax.
Yeah.
There you go,
Climax was dope. That was dope.
listen.
Let's give Usher some credit. Let's give Mr. Rainbow
but
some
this
credit.
album-
I'll never not give Usher credit. I'm just saying he's starting to teeter. I don't want to hear shit like this. Not from him.
He needs to change
Not
the
from him.
songwriters.
Me and Chris
True. He does
ride
need to
home
change that.
every night, damn near listening to fucking Confessions. With like
I belt that shit. I belt that
dead
shit.
ass.
Confessions is hard to live up to, though.
Yeah, but he followed up with
It's a masterpiece.
with what was it? Raymond versus Raymond was okay. He
Yeah.
followed up with what was it, Hard to Love or whatever the name of the shit is.
You mean looking for
No.
myself?
Looking for myself.
Yeah, Looking for Myself.
These projects were not bad. This for me
Yeah, that
is
was
a
before Hard
whole
to Love.
nother everything. It's a whole nother everything, and I'm just not with it. Me personally, I'm not
Okay.
with it. I'm not. I don't want to ever see them work together again.
Listen,
it wasn't appetizing.
I'm not expecting him to get anywhere close to Confessions, but
Yeah.
just something that is
Confessions was dope.
just there. But that goes to this goes back to this
We're
question.
gonna listen to Confessions on the way home.
For the confessions. So I have a question to
hold on.
pose to
Britt
you.
was throwing shade at me. Go ahead.
Yo, Britt knows which pockets to come in
Yeah.
to diss you. She'd be like, "Aaron's talking, you suck."
All Britt does is diss me. All Britt does is diss me. Everything I do.
So here's a question when it comes to Usher, though. Should Usher continue his music in terms of the R&B that we know him for, or can we really hate him for trying to add like a younger approach to what we know him for by connecting with Zaytoven and doing music like what he did for this project?
Yeah, I can't hate him for it because Usher is one of the artists that paves the way. He is supposed to be the trendsetter, not the trend follower.
Yeah.
That's where my beef is. That's my only beef.
Yeah.
Like,
facts.
He is someone that every time when that Usher project came out, 8701, fucking all these great, amazing projects, when they came out, there was a different sound that he was creating. He wasn't following the sound. There's a difference there for me. I don't want to hear that from him.
They call me you.
I'm all for artist creative expression because that's what artists do. I like when artists take risks. I'm happy he took this risk. I hope that he looks at this risk and sees what people are saying and then never takes this risk again.
You tried it? You good?
Yeah,
Don't do it
You got it
again.
out your system? You sure? All right, let's get back to the shits. That's all. That's all.
He's been absent since that rumor.
Well, but that
Was it a rumor? Have we ever confirmed that?
Oh no, that's confirmed.
He has herpes.
He's definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Well, just
Burning?
for safety, allegedly.
allegedly.
Well,
I don't know that.
I'm. It's confirmed.
Brandon is confirming.
I'm just safety
known
measure.
thing.
Regular Nas and Aaron are saying allegedly.
Yo, what was the statement? Hey,
Brandon
Chris,
has confirmed it.
Chris,
Brandon,
look,
are you going on record?
Chris, look, I'll go on record. Hey, Chris, well, look it up. It was something that he said that pretty much lets you know
Did he say Valtrex works for him?
that he it was something alluding to, well, if the girl doesn't have it, then or some shit like that, or something to that effect. But just,
So you don't
That's
know.
tough, man.
But well, no, I do
I've,
know. I can't say how I know, but I do know.
I've heard of people that actually.
That was a deep poll.
Yeah, it was.
That was
It
some
was.
deep shit.
No,
I've heard of people.
Because yo, like when you don't have herpes, like you look at it like a different light
Right.
than people that have herpes.
Correct.
But apparently, and I'm sorry if anybody out there has herpes, saying a diss, man. Just I'm sorry, but like yo, people with herpes, like
His
yo,
face,
they have
yeah.
sex with people, like without telling them.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
Like they're not. They just say
Should
like,
be a
"Oh, I'm not
crime.
on
It should be
outbreak. I'm
attempted
just gonna
murder.
do it." Attempted murder.
it should be.
Murder.
You could, because you would kill yourself.
Oh my god.
What?
Usher and his team said
Skip.
that the woman should know the risk of engaging casual, unprotected sexual intercourse.
The woman should know. Basically, the woman should know
Hold
the
on,
risks
let
that come
me
with
just
going
give Chris
raw.
a mic. Read that for me, please, Chris.
He just coughed all over you.
No, so Usher and his team said that she should know the risk in engaging casual, unprotected sexual intercourse and or oral sex with the ATL native Usher Raymond.
Damn.
Now,
So he's saying he
Trying
collects
to
a lot
help
of
Brit
shit.
out here.
with that being said, and just some things that I've heard from some credible people, I'm rolling with that. So, and I'm getting off it. I'm fine.
Usher clapped a lot of cheeks.
So yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. The sleeper project that I wanted to talk about today is T.I.'s album.
That just sounds wrong, calling it a sleeper project.
Which is my fucking point.
That is so wrong saying that.
T.I.'s
said it.
album
Not
is
saying he is saying that,
No, but T.I.'s album is not getting enough credit. Like, for me, this is T.I.'s 444. This fucking album to me, top to bottom, is fire. This is what I felt like Usher should have done in the sense of still being you and adding maybe the newer sound. You can add it, but don't acquiesce to what's happening. Like, T.I. just rapped on some grown man shit. The Young Thug feature is hard. The Rafe record is hard. The shit where he talks about cheating on Tiny and just realizing that he's Mr. Fuck Up is hard. Like, the album top to bottom to me is an amazing listen. Amazing listen. For me, it's definitely in my running for one of the top albums this year. 100%.
It was a
100%.
good listen. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it.
I started it. It was good. It's really good.
Yeah, but like
mean,
you said,
Go ahead.
not really seeing a whole lot of people.
I can't understand how people aren't talking about this album.
There's a lot of music out there right now.
I know, and I get that. It is a lot to digest. I did factor that in. It's a lot. Like every week there's some major drop, and shit just keeps happening. So I get it. But there's certain projects like this where I look at, like, you know how everyone took to 444?
Yeah.
I feel like if people listened to this album, they would take to this album the same way. And that's just that's just because people are still T.I. fans. You know what I'm saying? I know that it's difficult because once you get into television and all this shit, you start to it changes your perception how people look at you and things like that. T.I. has not skipped a beat. I just want to say that. I know we're not staying here long. We only got a little bit of time left, but I just wanted to say that for those that have not heard that project, go listen to the project. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Grand Hustle Pimp.
And even if you don't like it, whatever, that's fine. I just want to hear what y'all thoughts, because this is a project I just feel like that is overlooked right now, and people are just not paying attention to this project.
And I can understand, like, oh my, like, I can't lie, like, even just us preparing for this podcast when it comes to albums and stuff, like, this shit is so overwhelming and stressful. Like, I need a break from music, and I love music, but I need a break because it's like everyone and their grandmas, there's like 1,000 albums coming out every freaking day, and I'm just like, I can't take this.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, it's a lot, and I want to really just like, obviously, like, we do multiple listens, and that's a lot. Like, we do multiple listens. It was even a lot. We had to do 3 albums for the Genius episode.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But now it's just got a point where I'm like, yo, every freaking week we got to listen to 3 albums more than once and then dissect it. My brain
Not me.
hurts.
Listen to
I'm
it more than
done.
once?
I'll die for
done.
this shit. I'm a music junkie. I swear. It's Christmas for me. When music comes out, like when music is not out, I really get depressed. I really, really do. I
terrible.
live on music. Like, I live and breathe music. I've always been like that. Always, even to like all of the people that I know, like artists and shit, I always used to beg them, like, yo, can you just send me the music, please? And they'd be like, yo, Brandon, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, yo, I just need to hear something.
You're an addict.
I am. It's
Scratching
bad.
himself.
It's bad.
I need that music.
Yeah. Yo, so before we close, I wanted to get Red on the phone. I want to call Red. I want to talk about this how high shit. No, E, we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it.
No, I'm not doing that because about us talking about it. I'm just so upset with the fact that they're not in it.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's see.
That's like Christmas without Santa Claus or presents. Just a fucking tree. Like, what?
All right. Hold
Just
on. Let's see if
another
we can get Red on the phone. All right. So we got Red on the phone. I figured we could get some answers from Grassroots alum.
Absolutely.
Red, how are you doing, kind sir?
I'm good. Grassroots, how y'all doing, family?
Good, man. Good.
Chilling,
We miss you over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man, come on. I ain't nowhere. I'm still rooted.
Listen,
Still rooted, baby.
we gonna get straight to it, Red. What's happening with How High? Like, you know, we're big fans of this shit. We've been trying to get this movie to come out, and now we're reading some bullshit where y'all ain't even in it, and they got people that don't even get high in the movie. help me out here.
Yeah, well, first of all, shout out to Lil Yachty and Young DC Fly. You know, for even taking the opportunity to having that opportunity to be in their first starring film. You know, first of all, I'm always with the youth and bringing the youth the right way and passing the torch. It don't have anything to do with them. They just seizing the opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, why and how? Well, that's another whole story. And long story short is that me and Meth was not aware that they were doing this transaction with the movie.
Oh wow.
I'm not mad at Yachty or DC Fly. Like I said, it has nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
And I'm not even upset because, God always places things in the right position anyway. I'm just following the path.
Definitely.
But my thing is when you have a brand like Red and Meth that, kind of helped build and created this entity of How High and shooting a movie on How High, on marijuana and being in college, those were all our ideas.
Yeah.
And when the New Deal came about, we wasn't involved in it.
Wow.
Actually, the movie, the company itself, Universal, the head of Universal and the people that we were connected with about shooting How High 2, they wasn't even unaware. They was unaware. So what happened is that a branch that's under Universal decided we're going to shoot this movie. And
Wow.
they did not need permission from us because we didn't own the right to How High. We didn't own the right to the paperwork of the movie or own it or anything. They owned it. So they decided we're going to shoot the How High Part 2 under MTV since it's all under one umbrella anyway.
Okay.
So it was kind of taken from the head of Universal on down to this level, like saying we're going to shoot it. And I guess this is a new branch that they're trying to, I think it's MTV, or I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah.
But bottom line, this new branch, this branch of people decided, why don't we get someone younger to do the movie? And that's when it came about Lil Yachty and I guess DC Fly. I heard about Lil Yachty a long time ago.
Yeah.
DC Fly is new to me, and DC Fly is the dude, man. He's a good dude. He's funny,
Yeah.
and he takes everything serious, but he brings the best out of his character, whatever he does. I have no problem with these guys. Like I said, it was just all business.
Yeah. I know that it's always all business. Of course, you know what I'm saying? And you're king of just welcoming in the new generation. I'm just really thinking about a brand. Like, we sitting here, it's like almost like a cult. Like, you guys have a cult following, especially outside of the brand of How High, and then you include your brand with music. It's just that it's a part of you guys. You get what I'm saying? So, like,
Right.
I've read nothing but just comments of people saying, yo, I'm not supporting it. Yo, this is bullshit. It's almost like they're set up to fail now at this point because business wasn't done properly.
And Red,
Exactly.
This is Erin. Are you guys involved with the script in any form, or was this something like, were you creating the script as it was happening, or is it like no involvement even on that space too?
Hi, Erin. Listen,
Hi.
this is the whole thing. Red and Meth been promoting this movie on the road for the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't pay for that kind of promotion.
Yeah.
And we had two writers that was writing the new movie. We had two writers that was writing it. They were two black dudes, too, that was writing the new movie.
Wow.
We had a table read. We sent them back, said we want to do something else, switch a couple of things. And they went back, and they were doing it. Far as me and Meth know, that we were waiting on a new script to read for How High 2.
Okay.
Next, out of the blue, we get calls from everywhere like, yo, Lil Yachty is starring in the movie, or MTV picked up How High 2. And I'm like, wait a minute. We got writers that's writing the movie. We got people up at Universal that's giving us a green light. What's going on? And it just was swept from the I guess the dirt was swept from the rug. Like, here, we're gonna do this movie ourselves.
Wow.
We're gonna do this MTV, and if Red and Meth we want Red and Meth to be in it. Don't get us wrong now. We had opportunity to be in it. They said we can be in the movie. They actually wanted us in the movie. But just the whole idea of how the business was done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It I don't think that like artists like Red and Meth should be put in a position to say, all right, you know what? We
To
don't
be
have no
second
choice.
fiddle. Yeah,
let's just get
fuck
it
that.
done.
own shit.
Yeah.
We should have been brought the idea,
Yeah.
brought the new script. If it was a new script, okay, you don't have writers writing a script and then jump up and say, oh, we shooting a How High 2, and it's a whole new ball game. Like,
Yeah.
what about these people time? What about these people patience and time from their family from writing it, and us on the road promoting this shit for years and years and years? You don't just do that. You send a word out. Hey, we thinking about taking this movie to MTV.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think about that? Even if we had got that kind of call, I'd have been, all right, you know what? Cool. They did it the right way. But you don't wake up to a call in the morning and messages all over your phone saying, oh, How High 2 is being shot with this. It was the wrong way.
Yeah, I thought it was some bullshit because I was like, yo, we just talked to Red. I'm like, nah, I'm ignoring it. Then I see a number of blogs picking it up. Then I see more people hitting up, and then fans started hitting us because they remembered the episode where y'all came on. And I'm like, all right, hold on, maybe this is like legit. Maybe this is really happening. And then when you read the article, I'm like, oh nah, I know they ain't about to do this dirty shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, how you doing, boss? Yeah, they doing it.
Man, all right,
they doing it. And the thing is, like I said, Yachty and DC has nothing to do with it. It was just all business. And like, hey, I look at it like this, man. When one door closes, another one open, and that just leaves room for Red and Meth to do a whole new movie, and this time own our shit.
And I got some ill writers on deck too. Just putting that out there.
Wow,
putting that out there.
We looking. Look, we got a dope idea movie we've been sitting on for the longest that we might do. We had this idea like right after How High, like we just been sitting on it. But we just gonna go and do our own thing now, man. That's all.
I don't blame you.
That's all it is.
I don't blame you. All right, we not gonna hold you. I just wanted to get that shit straight. Is the family well? Everything is great?
Yeah, everyone is good, man. Everyone is good. Business is great. I'm dropping songs. Muddy Waters 2 is coming next spring around that time, the first quarter or the second quarter.
Okay.
Just crossing my T's, dotting my I's, making sure all my ducks are in line because I'm independent, so I got to make sure.
Yeah, you got to.
I'm very big on quality control, so sorry for the wait. And as far as Red and Meth, we working on the Blackout 3, and we gonna be stirring up another movie soon. Some grown shit.
Yes.
I told my manager and Meth, I said, listen, man, if we all put in like 150 grand a piece, nigga, we can go shoot our own shit and own this bitch.
100%.
I've been saying that since How High.
100%.
I said, yo, let's go Cheech and Chong this bitch and sell our own shit.
Definitely.
Well, you know we on that tip too, Red.
Yeah, whatever you need, Red, hit me, whatever you need.
You already know, Brian. You already know the Grassroots is my family, man. And as soon as I start dropping and getting more material out, man, I'm going to send it to you guys, man. You just keep me in the loop. That's all, brother.
Of course, as always. Listen, Red, we love you, man. Go ahead. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Red.
Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate y'all. Grassroots in the building, baby.
All right, well, that was depressing.
I know.
That was depressing.
Just makes it a little more even upset.
Yeah. But, I mean, at least we got some answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, rather than not knowing and shit.
At least everyone got an answer now.
Yeah.
Word.
So
Go support Redman.
yeah, word. I guess let us know what y'all think about that whole how high shit, too. I don't really know how I feel about that now. Now with all this information. That's it for today. That's it.
Man.
Yeah.
Another one
down. Be sure to subscribe. Check us out, Grassroots Pod, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Also, head over to Tidal. Again, the URL should be in the description or somewhere in here.
Tidal.com/Brooklyn.
Yeah, check that out again. Tickets will be available. We'll be giving those away. We should be doing a raffle sometime this week. You guys can come hang out with us. And we out.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Hit that notification button for YouTube so you're notified when we drop.
Word. That said, Brandon Killabh Hall.
Erin Ashley Simon.
Black Marty Jannetty.
I'm Wilson.
I am Wilson.
I am Wilson.
And we out.
Grassroots.